Is good with the all right, we are recording. Hey guys, how is everybody doing? I'm so excited. This is my first opening call and I am hyped that Mandy wanted me to do this. But for those of you that don't know me, my name is Bailey. I am 23. I am from Portland, Oregon. You know, a little bit about me. I've been in here for about 5 months, and to say that this platform has changed my life is quite literally an understatement. You know, before this, I went to college, I went for business, and one day I was sitting there in class and my teacher was giving me notes on my business project, and he was like, "You're never going to be successful." And I was like, all right, I'm going to test that. I actually ended up dropping out of college after that. I was like, I'm not going to listen to people that don't have the results that I want. Right. So then, you know, a few years goes by, I'm working like job to job, kept getting myself in that rut. And I was like, you know what? I need something new. Cody presented me this information. I was all in right away, just like everybody else on this call. And then I met Mandy, right? And I saw how hard she was working, everything she was doing with social media. And I was like, okay, trading's cool, like really cool, but I want to do what you do, right? So now I'm a Platinum 1000, just hit that recently. So excited. But without Mandy and all of the social media stuff, I really couldn't have done it. You know, I didn't have a good base at the beginning. So I am hyped for this call, you guys. You have no idea, but I am so hyped to introduce Mandy, the queen, everything and more. She is truly a servant leader. Like, there's really no better person to explain social media at all or just anything in this business. She's given me everything, and I cannot wait to hear what she has to say. So, Mandy, if you want to take it away.
My heart, I love you. Guys, can everybody do me a favor and in the chat, type P2K in the chat because Bailey is super close, right? And hi, iPhone, we're just gonna mute you. Okay. So honestly, guys, I love working with Bailey. From the moment that she got started, she's been nothing but coachable and consistent. And that's really what we're gonna talk about on this social media call today. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Let me tell you a little bit about how my day went. So I was supposed to be in Los Angeles at 1, but I ended up not getting to LA until like 40 minutes ago. And I called Jess in a panic like 2 hours ago. I called Leanne. I was like being a big crybaby, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not gonna make the call. I'm not prepared for the call. I can't do the call. But guys, chairman adjust, right? So I literally put this together very last minute. However, everything that I put on here is valid, and everything that I put on here is going to help you guys scale on social media and really help you guys to take your business to the next level. Usually what I do on social media calls is I talk a lot about branding, and I talk a lot about, you know, how to like get people to come to you. But since this is a blitz and we really want to get you guys to take action fast and want you guys to get results fast, I did something a little bit different. So we're just going to jump right in. For those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Mandi Rose. I'm 25 years old from Los Angeles, California. Earlier today, I was in Yosemite. I just took a 6-hour drive to LA, like put my laptop right in the backyard, and we're about to do an little event here. And I'm just here for the proximity. And I'm also here to just serve every single person that's on this call. We got 98 people on this call. Today's day 3. And I don't know if you guys remember like in high school when you used to do like a 5-day like fitness challenge or something. Everybody stops coming to school or to class like day 3. So I get it. I get why a lot of people are not here on the blitz. However, the people that are here, you are going to go to the next level and be able to scale your business with this information. Now, what I always realize on calls is that as a leader, sometimes I hear something and I'm like, damn, like that person that isn't here is the person that needed to hear it the most. So as I'm going through the call, if something that you hear is something you really want someone on your team to listen to, send them this directly. Send them this and say, hey, I really want you to jump on this call. I really want you to hear this information. Yeah, shout out to Jess. I know she's on like Welcome Wednesday and she's on this call. She's just grinding. But guys, we're going to just jump right into it, and we're going to touch a little bit about tips, but then we're going to get right to the sauce. Everybody type sauce in the chat because I am giving you guys like the secret sauce today. I'm not hiding anything. I'm giving you guys the sauce. And when I say that, I'm saying I'm giving you exactly what I would say in social media conversations. I'm showing you screenshots of things that have worked for me to recruit high-level leaders, to recruit people that have come into my business and been able to help me. And I'm going to show you guys how I got recruited. I'm going to show you guys the sauce about how I got recruited. So there's 3 tips for success. Just to start this off, I'm going to let people in the waiting room really quick. Bailey, since you're my co-host, or maybe I'll make Jess a co-host too. If you guys could let people in the waiting room, that would be amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, make co-host. Jess, I made you a co-host. I know you're like doing 10 things at once, but if you could help me with the waiting room, that would be great. Okay, so 3 tips for success, right? Number 1, you got to look the part. You got to talk the part and you have to follow through. And when I say that, what I mean by that is like sometimes when we're brand new, we don't have the social media that a lot of people have yet. And so you have to build it. And one thing about Bailey is like when me and her first got connected, she had great content. But you know, she could have done better with like giving value in her caption. She's beautiful, right? So it's not hard for her to promote herself. It's not hard for her to get people interested in checking out her page. However, we really had to just be a little bit more strategic about talking the part and following through. And you really want your page to look inspiring, guys. You want your page to look motivating. Now, one thing that doesn't inspire people, it doesn't motivate people, even though I know it motivates us, it inspires us, is you just being cute. Like if you're cute, like that's cute, right? But one thing that I'm going to show you guys is how to make shareable content and how to make those selfies that you're going to post either way more likable and shareable to your audience, right? Another thing is being motivating. If any of you guys don't follow her already, go to Leanne Denoso. It's Leanne Does Know So. If someone can drop that in the chat, go to her page and ask yourself how the page makes you feel. For me, I feel motivated. I feel inspired. And also just captivating, guys. You want to be confident. You want to be consistent. Now, when you're using social media, there's 2 different ways you can use it, right? You can target warm market and you can also target cold market. For me, I, in the beginning, was very stubborn and I just went after like cold market people on social media. I didn't want people from my high school. I didn't want people from my past in my business. As of today, that definitely has changed. But I remember being really stubborn to the fact that I didn't want to reach out to people I knew. And, you know, we come into this and everybody tells us the 4-step invite, PS3, like that's the way, and they're not wrong. However, you can engage and expand your reach on social media, follow new people, show love to new people, and interact with new people and be able to connect with old friends. Meanwhile, you're making new ones using social media. And the last thing is really, I think the most important tip that I'll give you guys on this whole call is use rejection as motivation. Don't let someone saying no to you make you quit. Don't let someone telling you no steer you away from the direction that you're headed. If right now I started selling phone cases or pop sockets and this was my product and I hit up every single person that I knew and I said, hey, I'm selling phone cases or I'm selling pop sockets and I want you to buy one, and everybody told me no, that wouldn't stop me from continuing to market and scale my business, which would be selling this item. Now, obviously we aren't salesmen, but you guys are sharing an opportunity for other people to get plugged in. So you have to really understand that when you're reading about a biography of any extremely successful person in the world, think about Steve Jobs, think about the people who started Facebook, think about all of these people that started with an idea that everybody rejected in the beginning. People are going to reject you and you have to be okay with it. You have to be okay with rejection. Everybody type their loss in the chat. Type their loss in the chat. And before you do it, there is THEIR, because someone's about to write it wrong and it's gonna be a little embarrassing. All right, their loss in the chat, right? And the reason I'm having you write that down is because if someone doesn't see your vision in the very beginning, okay, music's just playing on my phone. If someone doesn't see your vision from the very beginning, it's their loss, and they're going to watch you grow. They're going to watch you get bigger. They're going to watch you go from P150 to P600 to P1000 to P2000. Guys, the only difference between a chairman and a P150, right, is a chairman's just a P150 that didn't quit. And some people will get to P150, have a retracement and go, this will never work. You have to keep going, guys. You have to keep going. Okay, that's really a key component in this business, is like, I never let it shake me that people said no to me. Get rich or die trying, someone wrote. Okay, that's a good attitude to take. So when on your social media, you want to become who you want to attract. And this is all I'm really going to talk about when it comes to branding. In order to have someone that, you know, is coachable, in order to have someone that's credible, someone who has contacts, you got to become that person you're looking for. And that goes with anything in life. Like one thing that I learned in before this business, someone said this at like a personal development like seminar or something that I was at. They said in order to attract the right person in your life, you know, the right man, the right woman, you got to write down on a paper all those qualities that you want in a partner. And then instead of, you know, wishing and hoping and manifesting that that man or that woman comes into your life, become those qualities. If you want someone that, you know, is going to brag about you, then you have to be someone that brags about your partner. If you want someone that is really hardworking, you have to be hardworking. You can't just, oh, I hope the right people are going to come into my business and take my business off. No, you need to become that person, guys. So the people that I tend to look for are athletes, people with a high influence, and people who are super hardworking. Now, I really love athletes because athletes understand that you don't just get the body you're looking for right off the bat, right? You have to put in the work, you got to put in the reps, and then you'll reap the reward. So ask yourself right now, what sets you apart on social media? Earlier, I told you guys, I was like, okay, you can post your selfie, but how can you make it shareable? How can you make it likable? How can you make it something that people are actually engaging with? Something I like to do now, and this is something I really kind of stole from Leanne, is after one of my regular pictures, right? Because we all know we like to see our picture on the front. I'll put a quote or I'll put something of value in the caption. And I'll put something that makes it more shareable, more likable, you know, more engaging instead of just a picture of me. Think about that. Like, how many people are actually going to share a picture of your face on their story? Not a lot. But in order for you to be seen by a lot of people, if you put a quote like "I'm the wrong person to ever sleep on," you're going to attract other people because other people are going to post that on their story, whether they tag you or not. People are going to click it and it's automatically going to take them to your page, and you're going to look like someone that's motivating, captivating, inspiring, and people are going to see what you do, and then naturally they're going to gravitate towards you. So ask yourself what sets you apart. I will say that when it comes to social media, guys, it should look fun. And I realized this a couple weeks or actually months into my journey. I was posting every Zoom call that I was on. Now, if you guys post this Zoom call right now, before you do, if any of y'all tag me and I look like this, I'm gonna get tight. Like, if you guys don't put a sparkle filter on my face, if you guys don't make me look kind of cute, right? And no, for real, like I get mad tight. Like Bailey did me dirty once and I had to call her out on her. I called her, I'm like, sis, do you need to post that? Like, it was literally like my nostril upward, like worst angle, right? No, but let's be real, like on social media, see, Cody remembers, on social media, like we don't want to look like crap, right? And all you guys are laughing, but it's true. So if y'all are gonna post me, number one, make sure y'all tag me. Number two, put a little filter on it, right? And don't put the eyelash filter on the boys, guys. That's just disrespectful. But really make sure that you are making it look good, right? You're making it look good from the start. Another thing is, before I go into 1, 2, and 3, I just want to get something off my chest. If you see something on someone's story that they took a moment out of their day to really write, and I'm saying this to you guys because tonight, right after this call, I'm going to post some sauce. And I'm going to post this sauce. And after I post it on my story, I want you guys, if you do jack it from me, to credit me. All right. Just give me a little credit because it takes a long time for people to, like, let's say I write out something that's very inspiring and you go repost it and you don't tag me. You're literally just like stealing from me. And don't get me wrong. Like, it's not like the worst thing in the world, but it hurts our feelings a little bit, you know? Like, if I took the time out of my day, like Leanne takes the time out of her day to really post like valuable, shareable, amazing content. And when I repost it, I'm going to give credit where credit's due because she took that time out of her day to do that. And what happens is it starts to become this telephone effect where, let's say, like I post it after Leanne posts it, and then Nancy does, and then Lewis does, and then Eric does, and then Bailey does. And now everybody's crediting Bailey. And I'm like, girl, that was mine, or that was Leanne's, right? So really make sure that you're not like thieving other people's posts, guys. And I was posting like every Zoom call I was on in the first couple months of my business. Now, it's not bad to post when you're on Zoom calls, but if your entire story is 50 Zoom calls, what do you think your audience is thinking? They're thinking when they come into your business that they have to be on 50 Zoom calls. I've had people not join my business because they'll hit me up and they'll go, but like, I don't got time for that Zoom stuff. And I'm like, well, if you don't have any time for Zoom, this is definitely not for you. If you don't have any time to like, you know, get trained, this is definitely not for you, but you don't need to be on 50 calls a day. Let's be real. There's 2 trainings a day and it should look fun. So ask yourself, would you want to join you? Look at your story today. Would you want to join you? Is it shareable? Now, the next thing is keep it cute. And when I say that, I don't just mean like cute, like sexy, like pretty. I mean girls and boys. Like if you are getting hammered tonight, nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see drunk, sloppy, messy you. Nobody wants to see you like talking shit to someone on the side of the road. Nobody wants to see something nasty. Like I really cringe and I really like, I'll mute people. I will mute people or I will unfollow people. And it's nothing like I don't like you, but it's like keep it cute. Remember, close friends if necessary. And everything these days can be screenshotted, everything can be shared, everything can be screen recorded. That's why, like, the stuff I really don't care about be going on my Snapchat because I'm like, you screenshot me, Snapchat gonna tell me, but Instagram doesn't. I really think about that. How many times have we been screenshotted? How many times have we been shared and not even known about it? And the last thing, guys, is positivity. Leanne really instilled this in me because I'm a little bit rough. I'm a little bit like of a shark when it comes to just being aggressive on social media. Sometimes I'm like, yo, like I got a sad story too. Shut up and work. But that's probably not the best way to go about, you know, being a chameleon. And you got to be a chameleon in this business. You can't just want to work with certain types of people and not want to work with other types of people. So my advice, no politics. One time I wrote, I had a picture that said anyone but Trump. I still stand by that. But like, yo, like people were coming at my neck. And, you know, when you're like going and you're putting like, you know, vote for Bernie or vote for, you know, Sleepy Joe or whoever you're voting for, people are going to be coming after you. Right. So you want to no politics, just keep it neutral, guys. So now's the sauce. Everybody wants the sauce. First things first, before I give you guys like scripts, before I give you really the basis on, you know, what to say and how to say it, I want to teach you guys about quick replies because when you have a system stands for save yourself time, energy, money, right? So when you have a system, you can actually systemize certain things that you do in your business, like reach out to people at a faster pace. Now, if you're reaching out too fast, Instagram's going to think you're a robot and you will get blocked, right? We definitely don't want to get blocked. But when you go to Instagram, if you have a business profile, which everybody on this call should have, go to your Instagram DMs, open your DMs, click the plus sign, click the message bubble, and then hit and add quick replies. This really is going to save your life when you start to build a bigger team because I get put in a connecting group chat every single day, 5 times a day. So I wrote out a really nice message that says, hey, welcome to the team. Super excited that you're here. My name is Mandi. If you need anything at all, I'm here for you. Don't hesitate to reach out. And instead of writing that out every single time, like a couple weeks ago, I saw Jess prospecting and she was writing out every single message. And I looked at her and I was like, do you do that for every person? And she's like, well, yeah, sis. Like, what else do I do? I'm like, not that. Girl, you don't need to write out every single message. So when I showed her quick replies, she looked at me and it was like a newborn. Like she was like, oh, it's on now. Like it's on. It saves you so much time. Another thing is like, I'll write like for like follow-ups, I have a message. For events, I have a message. For an icebreaker, just opening the conversation, I have a message. So you need to write out these messages, and I'm going to give you the messages on this call today, and then really put them into your quick replies so that you're saving yourself time. Now, before you start going crazy and starting reaching out to everybody, like ignorance on fire is great, but you got to track things. Think about a business. Like when you're in a business, people are tracking things. So how can you track things on social media? It's so difficult sometimes, especially when you start to build a bigger base and you start to build a bigger team. Like my Instagram DMs are a whole ass mission. Like Jess told me like a week ago, she's like, yo, I finally got through all my unread messages. I was like, I still haven't done that. I really do have to go through it. But you guys want to track and follow up with your leads. Now, the way that you can do that is Instagram has a feature where you can flag messages. Okay. You can flag your leads, DMs. This helps you stay organized, track them, and all your follow-ups are in one place. So when you go on a follow-up spree, you can just boom, go to your flagged messages. So other tips for tracking is create a spreadsheet, create a follow-up list. And then another thing that I like to do with this is a nugget is anybody that's a lead, or I guess you could say a prospect. Ooh, I don't like that word. But if you guys have them in your phone under lead, imagine when you're on like a follow-up spree, you just type in the word lead. You just go to all those people rather than going through your entire contact list. So this is an example of what I do when I have people on social media. I put their name, how they got interested, how they came to me, their Instagram. I need to add their phone numbers. Thank God I didn't because I don't want you guys calling my leads. But I also like, you know, right, like did I convert them into someone that got started in the business? And I'm going to move that on before someone steals all my warm markets. So guys, like really track and flag things. So here is the way that I actually go about reaching out to people on a warm market. So if I know somebody, if I went to school with them, it's somebody that like I like have had a conversation with, they're not a stranger, like I'll just open up the conversation. And the first thing that I do is I say, hey, like, how are you? Or this is a nugget, it's not on the slide, but you guys want to open up the conversation by asking a question and then giving a compliment. Hi guys. Hi, how you doing? Good. So asking a question and then giving a compliment. So like, let's say someone posts a story, right? And let's say they're on a hike and you really like the hike. You could say, yo, that looks lit. Where is that? Right? So you complimented the hike. Obviously you didn't compliment them, but you're asking them a question. So what are you doing? You're opening up the conversation. Now, once you open up the conversation, guys, you can tell them, like, hey, how have you been? I always get it to how have you been, or what have you been doing for work, or how's everything been going for you since the pandemic? You're going to open up the conversation. A lot of people are going to say it's been terrible. And then they're going to naturally ask you, what have you been doing? And you can tell them like, yo, I've been working with a successful group of entrepreneurs, or dude, I just started a business online. It's lit. And then, or you can just tell them like, hey, I have something super exciting that I'm working on. I want to share it with you and get your opinion on it. Are you free tonight at 7? So this is just a really natural way for you to open up a conversation with people that you know. Another way is you can tell like your close friends or anybody that is on your warm market on social media, hey, I've been making money online. I've got to plug you into what I'm doing. I stole that from Cody. What are you doing tonight at 7? I want you to check something out and give me your opinion. Notice that I always add, give me your opinion. People love to give their opinions, guys. So you saying, I want you to give me your opinion, people feel really important. They love to be opinionated, and you can filter them into the opportunity calls or an event. Now, another way is telling them, hey, I recently started making money online and I'm super excited about it. Law of state transference. If you're looking for a side hustle, I can plug you in. You'd love it, right? I can plug you in. You'd love it. Sounds like you're doing them a favor, because you are. Remember that. Remember that you guys are doing other people a favor. And I think the biggest thing in this business is sometimes we allow ourselves to get interviewed. Write that down. Do not get interviewed. You are the interviewer, not the interviewee, which means don't get caught in the question trap. Well, what is it? How much have you made? Can you give me more info? No, that's what the call is for. That's what the event is for. Okay. So another thing you can do, Eric, you're funny. Me and Eric are in the same backyard and he's like tapped in, right? No excuses. So another thing that you can do is, I said this to a girl that I knew. I told Daisy, I said, I definitely want to connect you and talk business. I definitely want to connect you, talk business. You seem like an absolute boss. Are you free to connect today on a quick call? She said, yes, tomorrow. And then we set up a time. Easy, simple. Here's another way. This is something that I actually saw Leanne do. She had someone that I had on my team that was like a high quality lead text another high quality lead and say, hey, what are you doing at 7? Instead of, obviously you're not calling people, right? We're not calling them. So you can send them a voice memo. Yo, what are you doing tonight at 7? You can send them a text. Just, yo, what are you doing tonight at 7? Once you've cleared their schedule, think about the 4-step invite. Obviously you can't be in a rush on social media. You can't be like, hey, I only have a quick second to talk. It doesn't work like that on social media, but you can say, hey, what are you doing at 7? Clear their time. And then you can say, I just found a great way to make money online. Okay, I was like, I saw a message on my phone. I'm like, are they talking about me? But they're not. Then you can tell them, hey, I just found a great way to make money online and I want your opinion on it. Super excited about it. And of course, I had to share it with you since you're one of my closest friends. Guys, like, these are nuggets. Like, these are nuggets. This is the way I go about it with people that I know. I'll tell them, it's going to be lit. You have to check it out. It's going to be next level. Are you down? I like to end things with a question by saying, are you down? Or sounds good? Or can I count on you? Can I count on you is a really good nugget. Can I count on you? Most people will say yes. Okay. So that's warm market. You really want to find people you relate to. When it comes to cold market, it's a game of relatability, or even warm market. People want to work with people who like them. And the last thing that I'm going to say about this, guys, is don't make it weird. Like, don't make it weird. And I know that that's such a like random, like little itty bitty thing. People are like, well, how would I make it weird? So many ways. Like, people can make it so freaking weird. Do not make it weird. It should feel like very natural. One thing that I do with like people that I follow that are really into fitness, like I'll hit them up and I'll be like, yes, girl, like you motivate me. Like I need to get on my grind like you. And they'll be like, sis, like do it, you know? And I'm like, dude, you're crushing it with fitness. With your consistency, you'd kill it at what I do. So what have I done? I've complimented them. I'm saying they're crushing it, consistency, and then I'm gearing them into, you'd kill it at what I do. And then I ask the question, are you open to connecting about a way to make money online? You could say, are you open to connecting about a side income project if it didn't interfere with what you're already doing? Or you can use Cody's line. I got to plug you into what I'm doing. Simple. Yo, now that Cody actually taught me that, he's like, yo, like I got to plug you into what I'm doing. So I just walk up to people. I'm like, yo, I got to plug you into what I'm doing. Right. So if you guys have messed up in the past, if you guys have ever messed up in the past, right, drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever said something you said too much, you made it weird, you did something a little bit off, right? So, but yes, oh my God. So this is the way that I actually re-invite. I'm sure we all have. Yeah, Johnny, you're right. We all have. If you're not dropping in a 1, you're capped. We all have. When I first got started, I was trying to sell people 45 minutes in. And I would tell Cruiser like, yo, it's not working. He's like, well, what are you doing? Walk me through it. Guys, if you're a leader on this call and people are like, it's just not working for me, the best thing to do is ask questions. Well, what are you saying? How are you saying it? Cody said, I'm the Forex guy. Yeah, you are. So a way that I have done it is, this is a re-invite script that that Cruiser uses, but I just kind of tweaked it a little bit to make it more like me. And I encourage you guys to do the same, like make it your own. Something that I say is like, hey, what's up? How have you been? Right? You can do this in person, you can do it online, but we're talking about social media. So let's focus on that. And then I'll tell them like, yo, remember last time I mentioned to you I was making money online? They're like, yeah. You tell them, yo, it's been going great. And I know you'd love it. You have to check it out because it's next level. I've been able to make an income on the side. Right. And then you tell them there's a call or there's an event at the time and place. If they're your friend, you can use the, as my friend, all I want you to do is check it out, support me. And after you check it out, if you like it, great. If not, no big deal. But I think you're going to be excited about it. Or you know what? Let's replace that. I know you're going to be excited about it. This is an old, like, I kind of like just put this together. So guys, it's funny. This whole presentation, I'm like learning with you. So here's another nugget. This is something that John and Leanne and Cruiser really instilled in me, is looking for people in the right places, because a lot of us are like, I dream of having a marketplace in Hawaii, myself included. So what do? You type Hawaii in location tags, but guess what every other network marketer is doing? They're typing in Hawaii. All of us want to go to Hawaii. All of us want to go to Australia. All of us want to go to the Bahamas, guys. But what if you type in a specific place in Hawaii? What if you type in a college in Hawaii? Guys, there's a study that shows when people are in college, it's the most socially connected they've ever been. John Guaman taught me that. So being able to go and look at a certain college, going and looking at a certain gym, these are nuggets. These are ways that you can really get places to eat. Yeah, you can really get into a network of people and just start taprooting. Hotspots. What are hotspots? Think of it. People in this academy, where do they go? To the gym, to bookstores. Hopefully they're reading, to libraries, Uber. How would we look up Uber? To luxury hotels. Moving on, right? Everybody's got an idea, but we're gonna keep it pushing. Think about that. And these are not like, I don't want you guys to be in a box. They're to the club. No, I am not looking for people at the club. I mean, at the club they probably have money, but I don't know. They got their priorities a little bit crazy, but I go to the club, so I'm not gonna judge. No judgments. Maybe they're fun, right? I don't know, guys. Look at different places with location tags, and here are some examples, right? West Covina 24-hour fitness, LA Fitness Hollywood Boulevard, UCLA, USC, Marshall School of Business, Mount St. Mary's, Cal State Fullerton, Cal State Northridge. Like, look for places that are in your area. If you're in New York, hey, no, the club isn't a bad idea. I'm not hating on you for it. But if you guys are in New York, my recommendation, if you don't have a big team right now, is build up your business in your location. The reason that I say that is because right now I'm at Eric's house, right? Eric's having a little get together in the valley with all his people, right? And if we were all in different places in the world, this wouldn't be possible. Like, you wouldn't be able to get everybody together. And it's very difficult when you're barely trying to scale your business. Like, I get you guys want expansion. It's amazing. But like, imagine having a team in Australia, the US, New York, East Coast, West Coast. Like, bro, it's difficult. I have one person in Europe and it's difficult. So you really want to scale from where you are to where you want to be as your business gets larger. Another nugget's follow hashtags, guys, find new friends and engage. And now we're going to go into cold marketing. Now, this is a blitz week. So I expect every single person that's on this call, I'm giving you the nuggets for cold marketing because you want to have a hybrid of both, right? You want to reach out to your warm market and you want to start finding strangers, because strangers will help you really build this business. No lie. It's people that are strangers in my business that have become my best friends and my ride or dies, except for a few. However, this is Blitz week. So I want everybody to really focus on these types of reach outs for this week. But when you go to bed, if you guys want to do cold market, that's fine too. So this is the way that Mr. Matthew Cruz actually recruited me. He hit me up and he found me by taprooting me. And he said, yo, what's up, Mandi? I came across your recent post and I noticed you were in LA and wanted to reach out and see if you still lived in the area. I said, yeah, I still live in LA. Why? What's up? He piqued my interest. He got me interested. Why does this guy want to know if I'm in LA? What does he want? What does he need? Did I win? Did I win something? Like what? So, all right. So I responded to him. And then when he said, that's awesome, like you're in LA, he said, I was hoping you were there. I have a business project I'm expanding and in your area, and I'm looking to connect with, like-minded individuals. He complimented me. He told me, you seem ambitious. Are you open to connecting about a way to make money online if it doesn't interfere with what you're already doing? Hi. Oh, you're getting it. They're getting it. I'm just gonna mute that. Keep the vibes up. Keep the vibes high. We love that. And then from there, I said, yeah, I'm open. I'm always open to things like that. Guys, you're looking for people who are open-minded. You're not looking for people that are like, is this a scam? Like, don't get me wrong. Like everybody has like their drawbacks and like their worries about stuff like this, but you're looking for people that are like, yeah, like I'm open to hearing what you have to say. Everybody likes a party. No, for sure. I'm all for the party. And then after that, when I said, yeah, I'm always open to it, he said, perfect. Are you available at, and this is the biggest downfall of people doing cold market. You're not giving them the time. You're saying, when are you free? That's so open-ended. Don't ask someone, when are you free? Say, hey, are you available on Monday at 7? Are you available Wednesday at 6 to connect, to learn more about the opportunity? And when you do that, people know that you are in control. Think about an interview. Does someone hit you up for the interview and go, hey, when can you come in? No, they tell you, yo, I have an opening 3 p.m. Friday. Can you make that? Can you make that? Right? So I want you guys to really understand how important it is to be direct. Can everybody type the word direct in the chat? I think a lot of us are tiptoeing around the question. We're tiptoeing around being direct. Hi. And we're not being direct enough. And when we're not being direct enough, people are going to walk all over us. You are a leader. You have to lead them to the next step. If you're not leading them to the next step, you're not being direct, you're not going to get anything done. Now, with that being said, when you say that you're going to have a call Tuesday at 7, you better hit them up that day, confirm the time, and then give them the link on time. Nothing's worse than someone that's flaky from the start. Nobody's going to join your business. Think about a job interview. If you went to a job interview 10 minutes late, you think you're going to get the job? Answer in the chat. If you went to a job interview 15 minutes late, if you forgot about the job interview, would you get the job? Hell no is the answer. Oh, there we go. Someone wrote it. Hell nah. That is the answer. You're not getting the job. In fact, you're getting escorted out the building. You are not getting the position. I'm sorry. Right? Someone that was on time, that was prompt, that was ready, that was dressed sharp, that was like sharp as a tack, they're going to get the job. So really recognize that. This is another script that I use. I use this to find people that have intentions that are, I make my intentions clear fast. Look, I'm not looking for people that are having trouble making decisions. If I have to convince you to even listen to me or check it out, then I got to convince you to join the business, stay in the business. That sounds like a babysitting job. I don't have time for that. So what I'll do is I'll say, hey, Eric, I'm Mandi. So great to meet you. I noticed that you were in LA, wanted to reach out to you about a business project that I'm currently expanding. Are you open to connecting about a way to make money if it doesn't interfere with what you're already doing? Now, mind you, with these scripts, a lot of you are going to take these and you're going to run with them. If your page looks like a scammer page, it's not going to work. You have to build your brand. You have to look credible. You have to post consistently. You have to give value. You have to look like a human. And with that being said, this is totally off topic, guys, but there's so many scammers on the internet. So go look at the scammer page and ask yourself, if your page looks like that, you really think people are going to want to join your business, let alone watch an opportunity call? Go look at the scammer pages. Look, anybody in this business is never going to ask you for money. So if you're someone that's on this call that has ever had the fake Cruiser, the fake Leanne, the fake Mandi Rose, the fake Cody, the fake John Guaman hit you up and go, yo, give me $2,000 in Bitcoin and I'll flip it to $5,000. Bro, that's a scam. So you have to understand how they look. How many likes do they get? How many comments do they get? How many followers do they have? I'll flip it. Shut up, Cody. Cody, focus up. So guys, you really have to make sure that you're not looking like these people. These scripts are not going to work for you. If you have, to be real with you, if you have 100 followers, no pictures, and your bio says live life to the fullest, like No. So you have to make sure, yeah, how old posts are. You have to make sure that you guys are building up your page right now. Now, if you're in the stage of building up your page, it doesn't mean you can't cold market, but go cold market people that are like you. No MySpace pics. Yes. No MySpace pics, right? Let's keep it really, 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 really professional. Like, would you want to join you? So if you're someone that's building up your page and you have 1,000 followers, don't get discouraged at what I'm saying. Get motivated, get inspired to go and look for people that have 1,000 followers, to go and look for people that are like you, to go and look for people that are in the same position as you. Of course, you want to recruit up. Aim for the stars. You never know. You might meet someone, reach someone that is way better than you. But you should be building up your page, your brand, your credibility when reaching out to these influencers. This is an influencer who has 157,000 followers that I reached out to who did respond to me. All I said was, hey, Yabli, I love your content. Compliment. I want to connect with you about a business project. The why. Let's connect. I'm looking for a few influencers to work with in January. Ooh, I said influencers. Influencers love to be called influencers, guys. Would love to schedule a call to give you more details and connect. And then we got on a phone call, and I'm actually still building that relationship with this person. So here are the steps. Number one, say hello. Don't be weird. Don't just go, want to join my business? No, we don't. No, especially not with your MySpace pic. No. Okay. You got to say hello first. You got to be likable first. You want to build up a relationship first. Now, I do a hybrid. There are certain people that I follow and I just let them watch me. I just build a relationship. I don't ask them for anything. And then there are other people that I'm like, let me just shoot my shot because I don't have time to build a relationship with everybody. You don't. You should be building about 3 to 5 relationships a day at most. You can't manage that many conversations and build your business and trade and be a human and be present. You can't. So 3 to 5 a day, for real. No, I do got jokes today, right? I do got jokes today. The next thing is complimenting them, complimenting their page, complimenting them. And don't be weird. Like, once again, I said this 3 times in the call. Like, don't be weird. Don't say like, yo, like, I love your physique. If you're a dude, like, weird, blocked. You love my physique. Like that. And people really be doing that. Like, you have to say like, yo, I love your vibe. Like, I can tell you're ambitious. Like, I love that you seem like a hustler. Like, I love like how motivating and inspiring you are. And then tell them what you want. I wanted to connect with you about a business project I'm expanding. Tell them why them. I'm looking for individuals like yourself who are ambitious and motivated to succeed. If I told you that I was looking for someone that's ambitious and motivated to succeed, but I didn't offer it to you, what would you say? Like, imagine me being around this whole group right now that's in this backyard and me being like, yeah, I'm really looking for someone that's a hustler, and not directly telling them. You're going to have someone in their head that's like, well, I'm a hustler, right? So you want to literally be, genuine. You want to approach people with an intention to help them, to make them better, and let them know where to go next. You have to direct them. And I made you guys write the word direct in the chat because it's so important to tell them where you're going next. I've had a lot of people that will say like, don't just hit them with the script. And I agree to disagree. I feel like if you have a page that is somewhat like credible, you look good, like you have good content, like it's not bad to send out scripts in addition to building relationships. I can't build a million relationships. Also, I will tell you that voice notes are great, but I don't hit someone with a voice note right off the bat. Some people do, and I'm not saying that's wrong, but for me, you don't even know me yet. You haven't even responded to me. Like, it can work. It's just for me, I'll go in like when I'm actually inviting you to the event and go like, yo, like you got to come to this event. It's going to be next level. So they can hear that I'm a human. So they can hear that I'm not a scammer, and then tell them like, yo, I have a side income project I think you'd kill it at. Would love to give you more details and schedule a phone call. Guys, when you're posting on your story, this is really important. And Leanne said this on a call. She said it's a movie trailer. It's a movie trailer. And it's true. If you post 7 to 10 stories every day, you post your face, you let us hear your voice, you post something that's lifestyle, meaning don't just post Zoom calls. You can post your carne asada that you're eating, right? You can post like whatever you're doing, your movie night, but make people also feel something. Like yesterday I went on I was very uncomfortable, but I went on my story and I told people like, yo, like if you're struggling right now, don't give up. Like if you make people feel inspired, they're going to want to naturally follow you. You're going to gain an influence. Posting quotes is a really good thing to do. When you post quotes, people feel inspired. They feel like you, they relate to you, and then show love. This is a huge underrated thing. Find someone, I challenge each of you guys, find someone that has posted something in the last like 7 to 10 days and just repost it on your story. Show them love. Like I constantly go on my music page and I just repost Cody's music. I just repost other artists' music because I understand what it's like to be a struggling artist. I understand what it's like to want people to post me. You should understand that too. And guess what? When you give love, you're going to get love. But don't just do it with the intention of I want to receive. Do it out of the kindness of your heart and then you will receive. You really want to make sure your story is giving other people an idea on what your day looks like. I was terrible at that today because I was like driving, doing hella things, but I'm about to get to it. Like I said, after this call, go to my story and I'm gonna post some sauce. Okay. And guys, add hashtags, add location tags and to your stories, but hide them. We don't want to see all your tags on your story, all your no, hide it. Your location tag could be on there, but don't have it like across your whole story. It just doesn't look cute. And then guys, like really don't use social media to impress people, use it to impact people for the better. This is something that's really underrated. Like we're not here to just flex. We're not here to cap. We're here to impact people for the better. How can you impact someone? How can you make someone feel motivated? How can you get someone out of the rut that they're in? You don't realize a lot of people are posting all the beautiful things on their page, but they might have been crying today. They might be struggling with finances. They might be homeless for all you know. You don't know. Just because they're posting next to a Ferrari, that is not their car. That's not their Lamborghini. I can guarantee you, because I be taking pictures next to Lamborghinis that are not mine either. So you have to realize that a lot of the things you see on social media are cap, and don't let it discourage you. Let it motivate you. But yeah, if you're posting something that's impressing people like that, I'm not telling you not to do that, but impact people, right? Do something that's going to make them feel like they want to be impacted for the better. Now, that was the end of my training. However, I have 9 minutes, so I'm going to give you a little bit more because I added a little bit more to it in case I had more time. You want to get everybody to the 80% mark. Now, the reason is because I know we're not in sales, but this is a sales statistic. This is a sales fact, okay? And this is something that blew my mind, and it gave me resiliency. Everybody type resiliency. Even if you can't spell, type resiliency in the chat, right? Because I know it's a big word, right? Type resiliency in the chat because you want to be resilient in this. 48% of people never follow up with a prospect at all. 25% of people make a second contact and stop. 12% of people only make 3 contacts and stop. Only 10% of people make more than 3 contacts. I'm someone that will be resilient. I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up till you block me and the bubbles are green. I'm gonna hit you up 20 times until you say no or you block me. If you say no, I won't continue. But if you block me, I mean you block me, right? So realize 2% of sales are made on the first contact. So that means that you're gonna show people this information. Only 2% of people are gonna get started right off the bat. You can't get upset. 3% are going to be made on the second contact. That means you got them to the event and then you showed them the op call. You got them to the op call, then you got them to the event, right? 5% are on the third contact. That means you took them to the event, you got them on an op call, and then you got them connected with your mentor. You took them to the event, they saw a recording, and then you got them connected to your mentor 3 times. 5% are made on the third contact, right? Now, 10% are made on the fourth contact. How many of you guys have actually got to the fourth contact? How many times have you actually reached out to someone 4 times? You might feel like you're bugging, but bro, you're just reminding. You have to realize this isn't on the top of everybody's mind. People aren't thinking about this all day. You are, they aren't. 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th content. That means you got to be resilient. That means you got to be tracking things. That means you got to be following up with things. That means you got to be on top of it, guys. Like I personally had to make Leanne and Cruiser suffer through 4-hour conversations until I said yes. I'm the type of person where I'm like, I'm not going to get got. You're not going to sell me. You're not going to, and I said that to Cruiser earlier, and he was like, I was like, I'm not going to get got. And then he was like, but I got you. And I was like laughing because it's true. He did, he put me in contact with Leanne. I made her suffer. I really made her talk to me, build a relationship with me. Cause for me, being a mentor, guys, it's a big role. It's a big role. So you have to show people why they should join you. You have to get people to see why you, best friends. And now look at us, we're best friends for real. And it's so important when you really like the people that you're working with. This doesn't feel like work. Working with Eric, working with Cody, working with Erica, working with all these people that are in the backyard right now with me, working with all the people that are in my business. It doesn't feel like a job because I've built a relationship with them. So you got to build relationships. When you guys are trying to close people, and I know we're going a little bit off topic, but like I said, I was about to give you value. So let's just get it. At the end of the meeting, book another exposure. This is where a lot of people fall short because you need to have 8 to 12 exposures, excuse me. So book the next exposure, give them value. Just because someone's not signing up, give them something of value, personal development, get them on a go live with you, show them what it's like, show them the chats. And then ask them, if I would you, that's a nugget. If I would you should write that down. If I could show you some live trading, would you be open to checking it out so that way you can give me the answer to your decision? If I could put you in front of the information and get you in contact with someone that's hit the top 1% of income earners within this academy, would you be available at 7? If I would you, it's mad simple. It's just like feel, felt, found. It's super simple. And then set a goal date to get started. When someone goes, I'm going to do my research, that's fine. I'm going to send you some stuff. Let's get back together on a call Friday at 7. How does that sound? I end everything with, how does that sound? Sounds good, yeah? All right, now moving forward, overcoming objections on social media. Personally, I prefer when somebody has an objection to get on a call, but if you can't and they're not even willing to get on a phone call with you, feel, felt, found. I understand how you feel. This is showing that you're listening. You're a human. I felt the same way. No one wants to feel alone. No one wants to feel like they're the only one that feels like this is a pyramid scheme, or like they don't have enough time, or like this isn't real, or like they don't have enough money, whatever the reason is. But what I found was, and then overcome their objection and educate. Do not argue with people. If you find yourself getting offended, or you find yourself getting like a little aggressive on a call or on a text, like take a step back. Take a step back. It's not that serious. It really is not that serious. Okay. Feel, felt, found. Okay. So this is the last slide, guys. The secret to success. Number 1, find a solution. Everybody has a problem. How many of you guys actually have solutions? Type solutions in the chat. Like, this is something that I really had to learn and grow through. You have to find solutions. I don't have enough time. Give them a solution. I don't have enough money. Give them a solution. Okay. You focus on the good, focus on the people. So many times we're focused on the people that say no, but you had someone that said yes to you and you're not even focused on that person because you're focused on all the people that are rejecting you. Bro, if one person believes in you and 20 million don't, then go with that one person, run with that runner. And you got to be patient with this process, but hella aggressive with the execution. I was on a call with Kiani and he's like, yeah, I reach out to 5 people a day, 35 a week, 140 a month. That's about 1,700 people in the year. And I went to a Grant Cardone 10X conference and I'm like, all right, Grant Cardone says just 10X it. So I hit up like 25 people a day, every single day, my first 2 to 3 months. I called every single person in my warm market. Every single day I was calling people, every single day. I was 10Xing what the chairman were doing. Because if I walk like them, talk like them, move like them, then I'm going to have what they have. And look at me now. It's only been like, what, a year? And I'm about to hit Chairman 10. I was able to 10X a lot of my mentors' results by going faster and being better by just looking at their plan and going, all right, bet that's what we're doing. Let me do it and go harder. You guys got to go harder. Like if right now you're like, yo, I'm not where I want to be, you got to go harder. You got to be more aggressive. You got to be more consistent. It doesn't just fall into your lap. Success did not just fall into my lap. What a lot of people don't realize is they see my journey and they go, damn, she's different. No, I went through a process before I got into this business. I was at a job, guys, where I used to get hung up on 300 times a day. I used to have somebody practicing with me scripts. I used to have someone coaching me through not getting hung up on 20 fucking times a day. I used to have 4 hours of talk time with people a day. That was my process. I went to school for 6 years. That was my process. You think I just came in and I was just amazing? Nah, bro. I went through a process. You got to go through your process. You can't cheat the process. You have to be patient with it, but you have to be very aggressive with your execution. Your goals aren't just going to fall into your lap. You got to be aggressive. If you guys want to get to P600, P1000, make the decision and go for it. We're having a blitz week. This isn't about, getting lucky. This is about putting in the work. You got to put in the work. And it's crazy because the people that are writing, say that, let's go. They're getting hyped because those are the type of people that have been putting in the work. If you don't know the way, you got to find the way. You know what's crazy? A lot of people in my business, they'll hit me up, ask me for an answer. I just Google it. That's where I got the answer. But when I do find the way, I'm going to show you the way. And then I'm hoping you're going to show someone else. Guys, you're afraid to reach out to somebody that has been waiting for you to hit them up. You're afraid to reach out to somebody that needs this in their life. I'm gonna Google that. Pick faith over fear, guys. Pick faith over fear. Don't be afraid. Take the jump and then schedule time for your success. I have a time that reminds me every single day. It reminds me to do my DMOs, to follow up with people, to speak life into my team. It reminds me to wake up and do my affirmations. Like, I need those reminders. We got to remind ourselves if you're trying to build new habits. Like, some of you naturally go to the gym. I don't. I need a reminder that says, go to the gym or you're going to be a fat ass. Like, that's what I need. I don't know what you need. Maybe you need a reminder that says, yo, hit up some people. Otherwise, you're going to be broke. Like, I don't know what it is you need, but you need to write it. Like, Karen has a timer on her phone. It says, get up. And then at 7. And then at 7:10, it goes, no, for real. Get up. That's what it says. And it's like, that's what you need to get up. Then that's what you need, guys. Take action. Success loves speed. And just be a good person in this business. Don't go recruiting. Don't go prospecting. Go impact. Go inspire. Go help. Go share this with friends. I don't use the word recruit, prospect. I don't say upline, downline. Instead, I say impact. The more people I can impact, the more income I can create. So just give to other people. Give them the information. Show the plan. I'm going to tell you guys a secret. Are you guys ready to the secret to this business? The secret to this business is stop keeping it a secret. Everybody needs to know what you do, right? Cody said he's the Forex guy. I teach people about two things, music and money. You hit me up and I'm gonna talk to you about two things, music and money. That's what I do, music and money. And if you don't understand that, you don't know that about me, then you're blind or you're not paying attention. So ask yourself today, like, what are you showing people? Are you posting your business? I challenge every single person that's on this call to take action after this call. Go send 5 cold marketing messages. Go hit up 5 people in your warm market and reach out to them, build a conversation. Don't be scared. Get motivated, get inspired. Motivation is going to fade. You guys are motivated as hell right now. It's going to fade. Go take action. Go take action, get consistent, and stop getting in your head. You got to get out of your head. This is the biggest thing that's going to hold you back in this business right here. You got to just go for it, guys, for real. So that's my time. I hope everybody on this call got value. I did record this. It looks like I'm in like the jungle, bro. But I'm gonna send this recording out. We have a YouTube channel called the Winner Circle. If you guys just type in Winner Circle and just type in my name, there's an entire YouTube of all of our trainings. Everybody on this call is going chairman because you stood from the beginning to the end. And guys, not the people that start with you aren't gonna be the people that finish with you. But get to the finish line. No more excuses. No more getting in your head. Just go for it. All right. So I love you guys. I'll see you guys later. Tomorrow is day 4. Don't sleep on yourself. Get on the call. Shout out to Christian, to Jess. I'm about to run to chairman with them. I'll see you guys at the top because the bottom's too crowded. Peace out, guys.